Et salut tout le monde, c'est Benjamin et bienvenue pour la sixième partie sur Final Fantasy XVI. Vivement la 16e partie. Nous sommes arrêtés du coup sur une petite promenade nocturne entre guillemets. On est dans un environnement un peu plus ouvert, j'ai l'impression, qui a de l'allure. Oh, il se met à sprinter, Maître Splinter. Alors j'ai l'impression qu'on peut un peu explorer quand même. On va en profiter dans les petits champs là. Est-ce qu'il y a un intérêt à tout ça? Ah, il y a une bestiole.
There, boy.
Parfait. On continue un peu d'explorer. Ouais, il court tout seul au bout d'un moment. Il y a des petites maisons. Est-ce qu'on peut rentrer dedans? Ah, il y a des ennemis là. Non, on peut pas rentrer dedans, mais on va combattre les ennemis.
Stay down.
Oh là là! Stylé ça.
Figures up ahead.
Are they friends or foes?
Keep your distance, boy.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Ah, j'ai fait une parade!
Stay down. More were looters. But why? What is it they want?
You're welcome to ask the
Stylé.
next ones we meet. Let me know how it goes.
Je pense qu'il va y avoir un coffre un peu caché quand même, non? Qu'en pensez-vous? Non? Ah, il y a un truc là-bas.
Excellent. Another fight.
Bah dis donc, j'ai tout raté. J'ai ramassé des pots. Bon bah on va retourner là-bas. Hein. Se rendre à la nappe déchue. Oh mais il y avait des trucs là-bas. Cinq Gilles. Incroyable. La richesse. Le début de la richesse. C'est ce qu'on dit, n'est-ce pas? Ok. Pardon, excusez-moi, j'ai voulu mettre mon chrono, mais en déverrouillant mon téléphone, j'ai ouvert une vidéo.
No sign of the royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody
It's a
quiet,
trap.
even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scout. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle. I don't even know what he looks like. The village can't be completely abandoned, can it?
C'est vraiment classe, hein.
You miss me? I'm flattered, but let's stick to the plan, eh?
That sounds like a child.
On t'a trouvé.
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Dans l'église.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
Ok. On va aller voir l'église.
The church, I know. I'm one step ahead of you. You go in through the front, I'll take the rear. Anyone stands in our way, the other can stab him in the back.
Mais y a personne.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
no, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
C'est la course-poursuite la plus ennuyante du monde. On le voit même pas.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Norvent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word.
Gentlemen, a toast!
Will you join me? My thanks.
To Our Lady of the Wind and the King!
Sir! Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
Allez, c'est parti. Magnifique. What the hell?
Where did...
Dogs, Geraldo!
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does, then Sid has some explaining to do.
C'est complexe. Merde. Putain.
Get him, boy! Sick him, Torgal!
Oh là là, les parades, ça enchaîne les parades. Allez, on reste concentré.
You better be on your way, Sid.
Ah bordel.
Get him, boy! Sick him, Torgal! Get him! You know what to do, boy.
Ah bah voilà, parfait. J'ai utilisé qu'une potion pour la vaincre. Globalement, plutôt bien passé, non? On est niveau 14. Mais oui, mais oui, mais oui. Augmente le potentiel de soin des potions de 20%. Ah, ça c'est pas mal ça. C'est pas trop cheaté en plus. Matériaux, matériaux, matériaux. Parce qu'en vrai, c'était pas ouf quoi.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it spanned as the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive.
and showed the
Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul.
Je pense qu'il pige pas que c'est vraiment lui qui...
Whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift.
Qui c'est?
Perhaps you're distracted.
C'est d'autres émissaires, ça?
My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle
Bonjour, Praline.
with them.
Ça va?
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Caernarvon.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
On va se balader dans le village. C'est souvent rythmé à peu près du même schéma en vrai. Hein. Ah, la forge et les shops. Praline. Ça va, chaton? Oh, j'ai mon bébé chat qui fait beaucoup de câlins là. En progressant dans l'épopée, les articles vendus à l'échoppe de Caronne, ainsi que la liste des objets à renforcer ou créer l'atelier de Blackthorn.
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour.
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
Alors, le menu. De l'eau, du vin et de la bière. Du pain, du fromage, de la saucisse, du poisson fumé, de la soupe aux carottes. Dis donc, c'est que des bonnes choses, ça. On va aller voir du coup Karine. Non, Quentin. Ah, attendez, alors il y a peut-être des choses ici.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
700. J'ai combien de Jill? Large.
Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. I hope it's to your liking. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. Good day. We haven't much, but you're free to look.
Ça c'est plus intéressant.
I hope it's to your liking. Here's what we agreed on. Keep fighting the good fight. What can I interest you in today?
Partition, sérénité. Oh mais non, ça c'est nul. Je vais pas acheter des potions, on va me les donner.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
De rien, madame. C'est le repère, ça? Je contourne un peu, hein. Je regarde aux alentours.
Bloody cowards! Setting upon us after dark! I'd like to see them try again with the sun.
C'est marrant.
Quentin, my good man, it seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic. And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma.
As a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Et bah dis donc, il a vraiment pas pigé que du coup que c'était lui hein, qui l'avait tué son frère quoi.
Ah, Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you.
Alors, tant qu'on j'y suis, je vais équiper cette... Oh! On peut l'améliorer? Alors... Ça, je veux bien l'équiper par contre. Le reste, non, mais... Parce que c'est un peu abusé, quoi.
Honored visitor, might I ask that you pray with us for the deliverance of our brothers and sisters from evil?
Non, je ne vais pas prier. Pour vous, messieurs. Bonjour, villageoise.
That hanged man, I see. Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he
Ah,
did,
ce serait une
including
émissaire
the
du feu.
church, and wherever the royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
C'est l'émissaire de leur village à eux.
Thank you.
Mais ça doit être, c'est pas l'émissaire du feu, ça doit être l'émissaire de... Ça va être l'émissaire de qui? Odin ou Bahamut, non?
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
Oui, j'ai du nouveau.
So, A shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we? Now, about those beds.
Beds?
Ça parle
I
beaucoup
seem
quand
to
même en ce
recall
moment.
your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
C'est une quête annexe? Ou c'est une quête principale? Enlever la barricade.
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Ah, on peut ouvrir cette porte.
Nothing down here but dust and cobwebs. Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
On va sortir du village. C'est là qu'on a fait la course poursuite avec le mec en fait. Je suis en train de calculer. Ouais, c'est ça. Quoi? Ah mais c'est pas là qu'il faut aller? On va se déplacer vers ce monolithe. Ah, c'est un peu long là.
Oh, the rest can surely wait.
Faut monter en hauteur du coup. Ou aller tout droit peut-être. Je pense qu'il faut monter d'abord. Et à gauche, voilà, je pense que je suis sur le bon chemin. Ça me semble bon cette fois-ci, messieurs, dames.
Come back to me, my darling.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
Ah, encore un petit enchaînement avec un monde un peu semi-ouvert. La musique est cool encore. Hein. Banger sur banger. Hein. On va affronter des soldats.
Told you.
Parfait.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he's sent his best to execute it.
Alors là, il y a plein de soldats.
That's enough.
Ah, je me suis fait avoir par un magicien. Il est où ce con?
Keep your distance, boy.
I'll tell your lady you tried.
Parfait.
Cairnorvins. Hard nut to crack even when it isn't crawling with Royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
Je voulais voir aussi un peu mes compétences. Tresse à mur de flamme et projecte. C'est cool ça. Hein. On va aller jusque là-bas là. Et après on arrêtera l'épisode. Quoi? Je me suis fait avoir. Ah, parfait. Ils ont pas existé. J'ai toujours qu'une potion, mais c'est quoi ce délire? Je fais aboyer le chien. Je vais peut-être avoir un semi-boss, non? Je sais pas.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
So, tell me about this, Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey?
Hmm?
Alors, comme vous le savez, je peux pas arrêter sur la map monde. Donc du coup, on va attaquer le fort Norvent. Et puis après, on va arrêter là. Hein.
The land has fallen. The eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Sidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
Ah!
But... of course not. My liege. I serve you, and you alone.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I need. Now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
C'est une sacrée coquine quand même, Bénédicta. Hein. Elle se tape le roi, elle se tape Titan. Elle s'est tapé Cid.
One of our sentries has failed to report, my lady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Cid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there. So you've come for me after all.
Eh ben c'est chaud.
All clear.
Une belle mayonnaise, Bénédicta.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Bon, on va arrêter là, messieurs, dames. J'espère que la vidéo vous aura plu. Et puis, je pense que la prochaine sera une vidéo un peu plus majeure. Parce que, bon, c'est à peu près ce qui se passe. Il y a eu beaucoup d'influenceurs qui ont joué ce passage. Donc, ce qui sera bien, c'est que par la suite, après, ce sera full découverte. Même si, jusqu'à présent, moi, j'ai fait beaucoup de découvertes. Mais là, ça va être un passage qu'on aura malheureusement vu un peu sur les réseaux sociaux. Donc ça va être la bataille entre Ifrit et Garuda, donc Bénédicta. Mais après ça laissera libre, ça voudra dire qu'après on aura tout vu de ce que le jeu nous avait déjà fait voir jusqu'à présent. Et ça c'est plutôt cool parce que du coup il y a beaucoup de choses qu'on n'a pas vu quoi. Donc ça va être très intéressant par la suite. En tout cas, moi je vous souhaite une très bonne journée, une très bonne soirée, une très bonne nuit. Cela dépend à quel moment vous avez vu cette vidéo. Et je vous dis à bientôt pour l'affrontement entre Garuda et Ifrit, certainement. Allez, ciao ciao!